For manufacturers, staying competitive is critical to success. Technologies and trends are having a profound impact on manufacturing all around the globe. Next session is on future-ready manufacturing by Jagannathan TC, Enterprise Account Director, Siemens Digital Industries Software.
Hello everyone, my name is Jagannathan TC from Siemens. I hope you and your families are staying safe in these unprecedented times. I'm very excited about joining this summit and thankful to ET Auto for this opportunity to share the Siemens perspective on future-ready manufacturing. I'd like to talk to you about three things today. Number one, the 5 critical challenges that your businesses are facing. Number two, the powerful and futuristic Industry 4.0 vision that can help you overcome these challenges. And number three, the digital enterprise approach from Siemens that can help you translate this vision into reality. So let's get started. The priorities that you see aren't new to the automotive sector, right? So what is new? What's new is the time sensitivity for you and your partners to come together to revisit, break through, overcome, or reset your benchmarks in these metrics. And why is that happening? That's happening because of new entry of players in the market, entry of or redefinition of customer segments or product segments, disruptive technologies, and the ever-changing market demand. Adding to that, with COVID, where you're operating from work from home as well as remote operations, there is a big threat of the intellectual property and data that you are sharing within and outside your enterprise. So what is the solution to these challenges? The powerful vision of Industry 4.0. I'll let you take a few seconds to go over the definition, but pay special attention to merge the virtual with the physical world. In 2011, the German industry and the German government put together the Industry 4.0 initiative as the future of manufacturing. So I let you keep that in mind, the important part of virtual and the physical coming together. Now, as a pioneer of Industry 4.0, Siemens saw this change coming back in 2007. So what did we do? Siemens, an industrial automation leader, acquired UGS PLM, the leading industrial software back then, and together brought the automation and the software businesses together within Siemens in what's today called as digital industries. Remember the Industry 4.0 definition, where we talk about the coming together of the physical and the real. The software and the automation coming together is pretty much what the Industry 4.0 today is talking about, and Siemens foresaw this change. And the last 10 years, we have spent $10 billion to acquire or create technologies, digital tools that can help you transform your businesses and reap benefits of digitalization. What is the result of all of this? Let's get into some more specifics. Our view is that only and only a single integrated digital value chain can help you align and reap the benefits of the Industry 4.0 vision. As you can see here, you start with the product design, start from your customer requirements, through manufacturing planning, the actual operations, execution of your shop floor activities, and then your aftermarket support. And all of this tied by a single digital thread on a collaboration platform. And importantly, something that brings together both your suppliers and your partners. So this is really a complete enterprise. So bear in mind that the smart factory in our definition is also the smart enterprise, of which obviously the factory is a part. So that's a key thing, a key message I'd like you to bear in mind. Now, through a long journey that we spoke of starting in the 2000s, Siemens has put together a comprehensive set of digital tools and technologies that help you create a virtual representation of the real product or the real process in your business. And we call that the digital twin. The power of the digital twin comes from your ability to create and validate in the real world before you translate into the real world, where because of the virtual platforms, you were able to do it first time right, which is so critical. Work with me as I take you through the digital twins. Like I said, the digital twin is a holistic view to look at the twins in every part of your life cycle. In case you're talking about a digital twin only in one part of the life cycle, mind you that it's not a holistic approach. So we start with the digital product twin, where you put in your customer requirements, the systems architecture, electrical, mechanical, software aspects, move on to the virtual manufacturing planning, and then realize the actual production where it meets MES and the automation layer, and then you realize the final product. And through the power of MindSphere Open IoT platform and Mendix low-code applications, you are able to close loop not just the product design optimization, but also on the process optimization coming into manufacturing. Just a few points to dwell on the production digital twin. It covers 4 pillars: the process, whether it's final assembly, your machining, or the robotics, and then the plant, which is a dynamic virtual representation of your plant, which covers your layouts, your throughput planning, your what if scenarios, then the important workforce on your shop floors in terms of ergonomic operations, and in today's context, even the social distancing that's needed to operate with a lot of caution, but yet be effective in the tasks that they're doing, and then to the final manufacturing operations. So what are really the key blocks or the pillars of smart manufacturing? At the heart of it is what we call as MOM, which is Manufacturing Operations Management. This is nothing but like the brain of manufacturing, or you can say it's like the virtual shop floor manager, which helps you do advanced planning scheduling right to the machine level. Talks about order management, you execute the orders on the shop floor. You're able to look at your manufacturing intelligence and dashboards for the leadership and the shop floor managers, and the quality reporting. But like I said, the smart factory isn't about just the factory. So the value comes from when you have an upstream integration with PLM, where your product and production information like bill of material and bill of process come into the shop floor. And downstream, through your machines, your sensors, and the product that you're making, you have the data contextualization that can help through the MindSphere IoT and Mendix applications translate and give you closed loop processes that help you not just with continuous improvement, but also proactive improvement. Now, is all of this real? Is this all possible? The answer is a big yes. So what Siemens did even before we worked with many of our customers in India or abroad was we thought to ourselves, we're going to eat our own dog food. What does that mean? So what we did was put all the digital technologies that you saw earlier into our own business, into our own factory, and make it work. Here it is. The result, a showcase of Industry 4.0 at Amberg in Germany. Look at the priorities and look at the metrics. Truly world-class. The priorities that we saw at the beginning of our discussion and the metrics, look at 11 defects per million, a benchmark I'm sure all of you would like to strive for in your businesses. I'm going to dwell a little bit on the digital twins just to articulate in greater fashion as to how this actually looks and works. How does it look on a day-to-day basis? Let's assume you're a commercial truck manufacturer and due to some reason you are increasing the capacity of your fuel tank that gives better range to the fleet operator, for example. I'd like to take you through how the power of digitalization of the complete enterprise, the smart factory, has an integrated view, putting all domains together and helps you with rapid response innovation. So here's a virtual representation of the truck. Through systems-driven product development, you can analyze the impact of modifying the size of this fuel tank. You see that going through the works. Through failure mode and effects analysis, FMEA, you assess how the extra load of the tank impacts the brackets or the mounting points. And you're able to relook at it and do the job. But that's not all. Through the entire digital twin process with single digital thread, you can go through the entire process. So you start with the smart discovery of looking at the other components impacted by the change in the fuel tank. And you will notice there is some clearance gap. So you go back to product design, relook at the design, extend the length of the straps or the brackets, then move to your predictive engineering analytics team, ask them to check on the robustness of this design. And in the meantime, your purchase can start working on looking at a library, what we call a smart shape search. It's like a Google search of shapes of any vendor in the past who has leveraged this, which means you don't reinvent the wheel. That's not all. While all of this is happening, your production teams can relook or start a new production layout of the shop floor, assess the impact on your workforce, maybe an automated assist is needed, provide necessary work instructions, and then your automation designers can build the sensors, the PLCs, and actually do a virtual commissioning before the real world and get it first time right. Moving on, you actually move to the real shop floor and real operations where through MES, you're able to execute this order with planning, scheduling, and order management. And through the MindSphere Open IoT platform, you create an app that helps you track the vibrations on the fuel tank when the vehicle is in motion. In fact, build an app that tracks this real time and then use this data to close loop with your product development and improve proactively your product performance. So there you have it, the complete view of the digital enterprise that I spoke about, the digital twin of product, of production, performance, and the asset. So to summarize, the 4 key blocks of the smart factory, the smart enterprise, PLM, MES or MOM, totally integrated automation, and the critical IoT with application development layer that gives you all the data backbone and the analytics. I'd like to conclude by playing an exciting video, a video of one of our customers with no background in the automobile business, but they had a dream to get into the auto business, and how Siemens helped them realize that vision and make it a reality. Enjoy.
Siemens, ingenuity for life.
Thank you for your attention. I'm around to take your questions or your comments, and have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Jagannathan, for an insightful session. We'll move on to the next session. Stay tuned and do share your feedback.